Welcome back, YouTube. PPS back here. It is the 23rd of August, coming at you. Dinger Tuesday, play of the days here over on YouTube. Two dinger spots, two plays for tonight's action. Before we get started, smash that like button if you could. Subscribe to the channel if you could. We appreciate it over here. All the support you guys have been giving me, it's been great. I'm very excited to break down today's action, and let's kill this thing. So, obviously, yesterday I had three total. I think I went 1 and 2. Um, Tip your cap, man. I mean, Smiley threw unbelievable. Jordan Montgomery threw unbelievable. Cardinals are starting to get annoying. They're just winning every single game. Hopefully, be able to drop one or two of these games today versus the Cubs. As a Brewer fan, obviously the Brewers took down. I don't know if you can see it. Brewers took down the Dodgers last night. Huge win for them. Obviously, chasing the Cardinals still like 4 games back, but I know the Cardinals have a tough little road here soon. So hopefully the Brewers will get back into it and start fighting for our money here a little bit. But without further ado, let's get right into it. I will start out with both of my dinger picks first, and we'll get right into our straight bets after. All right, so I'm putting half units on these. All right, guys. I never put a full unit on homers unless it's like Judge, where it's like 190 or 210, which I probably wouldn't take anyway. But first, I'm going to be rolling with my guy here. Guy who cashed me last night. Going to hopefully cash it today. Nick Castellanos facing off against his old team. Castellanos has been absolutely unbelievable. I cashed him in a hit parlay for my Pine Sports parlay yesterday. Second half of the season, he's batting 314, 813 OPS, 466 slugging. The guy has been absolutely great since the second half of the season has started. 4 homers in that time. And like I said, 314 batting average. He's facing off tonight against Lodolo. Obviously, Lodolo is a very good high prospect. But against lefties, Castellanos has been fantastic again this year. 316 batting average on those. The power stroke really hasn't been there, but now we're starting to see it. And I'm hoping it's a sign of things to come here. We know the track record is there with Castellanos. It's not like he's been a 10 to 20 home run guy before. He's been up in the mid 20s, up in the 30s, right? So he has the power. He's starting to show it now. As of late, he's getting into that groove. I think he's on a 12-game hit streak. He's been fantastic for the hit parlays, and obviously hit one last night. So I expect to see some more tonight, and obviously a good park to hit it in there against Lodolo. Number 2, I'm going with Jesse Winker. I know he's been absolutely trash, but I've been pretty close on most of these. When I've taken Winker, he's hit a home run. And 2 of my 3 times betting him. Hopefully it will continue today. Honestly, analytics, not really anything great. 8 of his 13 home runs versus righties. I like the matchup versus Fetty here. Fetty has given up 7 homers to lefties so far this season. A lot lower batting average, about 30 points lower, but 20 points higher in slugging. So I think that's definitely going to help us out here in this matchup. I've always liked Blinker against left-handed or against right-handed pitching, and I think we're going to see him take it over today against Fetty. Just kind of got that stroke to hit that right-handed curveball that Fetty's going to throw, that big looper. You're going to see that uppercut type of swing from Winker. I think it's going to match up for one of these swings today. All right, guys, let's get into the straight bets, right? We're going back into our straight plays here. First play, Blue Jays, first 5 team total over 2.5, -110, DraftKings line here. This is a huge fade on Josh Winkowski. I think he is absolutely garbage, especially at home. At home this year, he's got a 6 ERA, 311 batting average allowed, and really struggles versus both sides of the plate. When I look at these right-handed pitchers against the Blue Jays, you have to be able to get righties out, or else you're gonna really struggle, right? That's when these guys go off, because they're pretty full right-handed sides, right? We have a 294 batting average allowed to righties this year. Not great. And obviously at home versus righties, we're seeing 319 batting average. You have a very, very potent offense. Obviously, I think George Springer will be back. But I do like the lineup with Gurriel at the 3, Bichette at the 5. It makes that lineup super deep. And I think that we're going to start seeing some Blue Jay bats wake up here. Winkowski in his last 6 home games has allowed over 3 runs in 5 of them, 5 of 6. And then even looking into his numbers here, right, Winkowski is one of the worst at striking out guys in the league, bottom 3%, with a 13% K percentage, 4.72 expected ERA. So it's not like he's getting unlucky or anything like that. But there's just no swing and miss here. His highest swing and miss pitch is his slider at 26%. And even that is still getting hit pretty hard this year. Sinker, over 300 batting average allowed. Changeup, over 300 batting average allowed. Four-seam, over 300 batting average allowed. Not great, not ideal for a team with this much power in a small ballpark, and a team that, if they are making contact, is going to hit the ball extremely hard. One of the top teams in team hard hit percentage. And yeah, I think this is going to be an absolute bloodbath. I think Ross Stripling does give up some runs, so that's why I didn't take the Blue Jays money line, and it's like minus 150. So I think the first 5 team total is definitely the way to go. And I love the spot always in Fenway Park to attack that here with the Blue Jays. All right, guys, last play of the day. Hopefully you guys are still here with me. If you could smash that like button, I would really, really appreciate it. And we're going to get this money here on play number 2. A little juicier hit parlay for me usually, but I'm going to guess it's mostly because of the Coors Field factor here. But I love this spot for it. I just talked about Josh Winkowski. Now we're going to talk about one of my favorite guys tonight facing him, which is going to be Lourdes Gurriel Jr. I think we're getting a huge discount. This is like 280 for him to get a hit, minus 280. But he just faced off against the Yankees for 3 straight games, right? One of the top pitching staffs. Obviously, just faced off against Nestor Cortez, who's going to be a little bit better than Winkowski, right? So I'm looking at Gurriel's stats here. Obviously, just went under the 300 mark. Hopefully, he'll be getting over that tonight. But Winkowski's top pitch, sinker, he got a four-seam. That those two combined are a little bit over 50% of the time here. And we're looking at his numbers against those pitches here. Against that sinker, he's batting 384. That's his best pitch to hit. 384 batting average. Against that four-seamer, 302 batting average. Even against the slider, which is his second most used pitch, if we take all 3 of those, we're seeing at an 81%. This is 81% of what he's going to throw. And Gurriel against that slider is still batting 298, right? So a hard hit percentage of 58% on that four-seam, sinker at 50%, slider 30%. But when he makes contact with that slider, obviously he is doing very well with it if he's batting 289. Like I said, my favorite part about this is you have a guy here with power. He's got a great hard hit percentage. He's at 47% hard hit this year. And you're going to have a guy here that just doesn't miss bats. If Gurriel is going to make contact and he's going to get these 3 pitches, I'm going to be all over it. Even if Springer's missing today, I think it hurts the team total for the Blue Jays a little bit, but I think this just absolutely enhances Gurriel if he's going to be in that 1 spot. Obviously, I like him in the 3-hole. You have the best protection you could have. You have Kirk behind you. You have Vlad Guerrero Jr. in front of you. You're going to get pitches to hit. So I really like Gurriel tonight to take care of business here. And then we're going to Charlie Blackmon. And, yeah, Dane Dunning is one of those guys that's really, really weird, right? His home road is crazy, but I don't think he's won a road game ever. He's not. In 2 years, I don't think he has won a game away from home ever. And you're on the road in the worst environment to pitch in. You're going to Coors Field here and facing off against this Colorado team who's not great away from Coors. Don't get me wrong, but Dane Dunning cannot get lefties out at all. At all. He has a 225 batting average allowed to right-handed hitters. He's got a 290 to lefties, 473 slugging, and especially on the road this year, you're seeing 322 against lefties on the road. You're going to have Ryan McMahon in here. You're going to have Blackmon, obviously. And I love to attack Blackmon when he's in Coors. Obviously, he is much better in Coors Field than he is away from Coors Field. I think that's every single player. But I'm going to take the guy who's the highest up in the order, best batting average of this group of left-handed hitters to take advantage of it. Charlie Blackmon's actually very good against both sides of the plate, right? He is really good against lefties. He's hit righties okay this year, but 315 versus lefties is actually kind of crazy. But his WRC plus this year is around 100. He's been average, but in Coors Field, I will definitely take the advantage here. 288 at home this year. And definitely since we've seen him in the second half, he has struggled a little bit, but they haven't had that many home games in the second half, and I think that this is going to be the get right spot for him. And he has a 475 slugging percentage in Coors Field this year, and this is really more of a fade on Dane Dunning. The Texas Rangers definitely cleaned out their pen as well. I mean, you saw Matt Moore clean up that game, save that game yesterday. A 2-1 game. Colorado obviously didn't play, so obviously the bullpen's going to be a little bit of tax. The top guys are at least. Yeah, so I mean, we're going to have bullpen tax for them. Yeah, I go to Coors Field, altitude there. Charlie Blackmon, one of the best hitters in Coors probably ever, right? And I really like the spot for Blackmon to take advantage of Dane Dunning's inability to get out left-handed hitters. So, a lot of talking. 11 minutes, guys. Sorry for taking up too much of your time there. But Dinger Tuesday pick, here's the recap. Castellanos at plus 390. Jesse Winker plus 420. And then my straight bets will be the Blue Jays' first 5 team total over 2.5, and Gurriel and Blackmon to both get a hit, minus 127. If you guys enjoyed the content, smash that like button, please. And thank you. I appreciate all you guys for stopping by, and best of luck on your bets for Dinger Tuesday today. So have a good one, guys. We'll talk to you soon. Peace.